Morning, everybody. Welcome to the Profit HQ Business Owner Survival Series that we're running to help our clients, get through this incredibly tough time. There's no doubt all of us will come out the other side of this. Hopefully everyone will come out the other side of this and take our place in history, because I don't think anybody in business has been through anything like this at all. But anyway, by way of update today is that certainly in my mind, our mind, and a lot of other people's, that a lockdown is imminent, which could be 1 day, 2 days, 3 days, 5 days is imminent. So what we wanted to do is focus today on this video is just to give some highlights, some points to think about. Is that with an imminent shutdown, what do you need to think about? What do you have? It's changing from it's a very different strategy to survival long term, because it's going to be short, sharp, and you've got to be prepared. So hopefully the points I want to make today will assist you in your planning. And I cannot emphasize strongly enough that you've got to plan your way into this, and you've also got to plan your way out of it. I think first of all, people need to work out is that in the event of a lockdown, are they able to continue trading? And our recommendation to our clients on this is that if you are able to keep trade, if there's demand for your products and services, and your clients want your goods and services, to keep trading until you definitively know that you can't. And if necessary, seek a ruling, understanding on it. But certainly, as a broad overview, I'd say that if you're in a service-based business and your services are reliant on people for health and safety, and it could be electrical, even air conditioning could be put in that category. I think plumbing for sure. And I believe now there's even a ruling regarding swimming pool servicing. So if you're in the servicing sector, there's a definite chance that you can continue trading, at least in part. So it'd be more what we call a partial shutdown. But you've got to also understand that even going into lockdown, your primary goal has got to be for business survival. And so a lot of our strategies we talked about prior are still relevant, but it changes the context and environment. So, okay, so one of the obvious questions is how long? Now, some people are going into voluntary shutdown because they just can't trade. There's no business. So, when we talk about a lockdown, but there's also other people who are also going into just a voluntary business shutdown. So in a lockout situation, businesses will have no choice to do a sort of compulsory business shutdown. So also many of these comments apply if you're having to go into a voluntary shutdown. Time frame. Think in terms of lockdown. Does anyone know? They don't. But I think you've got a plan for 30 days. So in your planning and your thinking, look at what have I got to do for the next 30 days. But in 7 days after lockdown, 7 days or 14 days, it will become clearer in terms of what the future might hold. But you've got to make decisions on some parameters now. So my recommendation to you is to look at a 30-day window. In other words, how do I get through the next 30 days? It's very important to keep a positive attitude in all of this to your people, and because it's tough times for everybody, and what they need is leadership, and that leadership very much is a positive attitude, because it will end. It will end, and it will bounce back quickly when it does end. Yes, there's going to be a lot of pain for a while, but there will be a significant bounce. In other words, there's still significant needs for the goods and services that they're going to be stopped during this lockdown. So please remain positive and make the best of the situation. Don't wait. If there is a lockdown or you are into a voluntary shutdown, take action, take it quickly. Our survival strategy we talked about is still relevant in terms of protecting cash. And the quicker you take action, the quicker you protect your situation to enable to come out the other side. And please use your people to help you. You know, it's your staff are there to help. They want to help, but they need leadership and tell them what do you want help with. And as we talked about, where possible, keep parts of the business trading, because there will for many businesses be that ability to do that. And if it means a skeleton staff, well, you can do a partial shutdown in such a way that you keep a skeleton staff on without draining the funds. Communicate. Make sure you communicate with your people on a daily basis. But please communicate on a daily basis with your people, and written communication on shutdown, so that just confirms what was happening. But communicate with your suppliers. And communicate with your customers. So written communication if you're going to shut down, so that they understand what's going on as well. So communication terms, your employees, is you need to get a written understanding of what the shutdown means. You know, whether you are going to go down a redundancy path, or whether you are going to you also have an option for your people to take some annual leave and spread it out over the month, with maybe a couple of days a week. Annual leave, or whether you're going to do, some people you're going to pay for a few days work in terms of keeping the skeleton situation going, so that it's paid some days, some paid unpaid leave. Look, there's a range of provisions there, and which we've already put out previously, so please avail yourself of those. So with whatever you do, we agree. Look at a strategy for each person. Don't look at it as a blanket across the board. You've got to look at individual strategies for sure. With a stand down, our certainly understanding at the moment from the Fair Work Commission is if when you stand down your people, they are eligible for the funding under government assistance programs. And certainly our understanding at the moment, if you're paying people some money from their annual leave, it doesn't affect their ability to claim under the government assistance program, which is fantastic. So that's a big win for everybody. I think just checking a few of my notes here, but again, make sure whatever you agree with your employees is in writing. You know, I've talked about when we're in lockdown, what do? You've got to sit back and plan for the upside. And also you've got to keep communicating with your customers, look for sales opportunities. There might be deferred delivery or whatever, but you've got to keep working on the upside. You've got to keep planning your way of coming out the other side. We talked about protecting cash, chase payments, move money around. As necessary to protect your cash. If you've got to move it into bank accounts so that you can't have unwanted drawings on it, do that. Cancel credit cards as necessary to stop all these recurrent expenses being withdrawn from your card. Do whatever you got to do to protect your cash. Hold payments during that period, because people will be holding payments on you. So please do whatever you have to do to whatever you do is to protect your cash. Also, why in lockdown, as I said, spend time planning, but get your people to start doing some tactical sales plans on about, hey, we're back in action. Where were the opportunities are seen? Where are the opportunities, so they can come back into work come back in a working situation, which will happen, and already know where they're doing what they've got to do, and what opportunities to take advantage of. It's also an opportunity for people in lockdown to stay engaged, keep engaged with them through communication, but also one of our recommendations is to look at some online learning. You know, we've got the Mindshop platform, which can be used for that, and we can build you a very simple course very quickly to help engage people in a bit of online learning, to use the time, keep them engaged, to keep them mentally active and work on the business. So that's one that should be pursued. And if we've got a month lockdown, it's a great opportunity we can customize and build a course specifically for your business. So please contact us and we can help you with that. And we're talking about $30 a person to do that. So it's very highly cost effective. And I think a couple of quotes that are put down for you is that this will end. and it's going to be a lot of pain for a lot of people, no question, but the strong will get stronger. There's no doubt about that. And, you know, as far as our goal with our clients is that we want that to be you. It's a matter of to get stronger and to be stronger, you've got to work out how you're going to do that, what you're going to do. So use that time frame to work out, you know, what strategies you can adopt, what things you can do to come out of this stronger and better than ever. And I think a quote from Zig Ziglar here is that sometimes in vertigo, what you need to be successful. And certainly my experience in life, I don't know anybody that's highly successful in business and life that hasn't gone through significant adversity. And this time could well be your opportunity to shine and make you as a person and as a business person. So look, hope you find us helpful, some small points, but please, we're here to help you. We want you to come out the other side stronger and better than ever. So please reach out if you need some help, direction, guidance, and anything. Don't hesitate to just pick up the phone. That's all you have to do. So good luck. And again, if you need any help, please just call. Thank you.